taste is different. The way the food is made as well. Like there was a leaf that they open and then you know,
like steam it in there, they mash it,
yeah. Because all of those things, man, it's totally different to what we do at home. Yeah.
I'm so glad you're enjoying it. And I believe you did have an interview this afternoon with Energy Transit.
Crazy.
Along Sheila Salta and Sean Freezy. What was that like? Because they're mad people.
They're mad people. Listen, I enjoyed that interview. Like the interview was so crazy, man. We bounced off each other. You know what I'm saying? The energy that they gave me is the energy that I gave back. You know what I'm saying? So it was a beautiful interview.
I love that. Thank you so much. We would like to also thank Teo'smedia Hub for helping us and organizing this entire weekend with Prince Williams in Kampala. And the biggest thing that's going to happen, let me not get to blackness and white because that's going to be like the cherry on top. I can assure you that one.
Yeah.
We are going to have a film talk discussion tomorrow.
Yes.
A very nice panel discussion along one of my very good friends, Tracy Winton, who's also an actor. First of all, it's such a blessing to be able to be around other actors and to work together. And I'm really, really looking forward to that. What would you say is your biggest thing that you're looking forward to in terms of the film talk discussion?
I think just sharing the experiences, man. You know, I feel like bouncing ideas and just, you know, talking because I'm not really familiar with the Ugandan actors, you know, the actors from here. So I'd really love to meet the people, you know what I'm saying? Just to share information, just to get the information as well. You know, there's so much that we can learn from each other, so I'm literally excited.
I'm so excited to learn.
Very excited.
I'm very, very excited to learn. The film industry in Uganda is growing at a very good pace, I would say. For the last maybe like 2 to 3 years, it's really been, you can see some changes. You can see more people getting into the industry or interested in investing in it, putting more resources into the talent, and also people being more interested in other aspects of film, not just acting, in writing, in directing, in costume. What would you say is your favorite thing about film, outside of being an actor?
Outside of being an actor, I want to be a DOP. Like it's so cool.
Yes,
like,
that is the dopest job.
Cool. Being a DOP is the best job ever.
I would love that.
It's just the shot planning, how you shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like just all of those things are just fascinating to me. It's just interesting as well. And I'm always close with the DOPs whenever I shoot. You know?
And you have to be close to the DOPs because they're the ones that are going to make you look good on the screen because they decide the last shot, they decide the coloring, everything. I definitely would love to get into that as well because not only do you get to see from the outside in, I also think being an actor, it would give, and maybe you can let me know what you think as well, it would give more insight as you're acting, then you can have that eye of what a DOP is looking for, so then I feel it would be easier to deliver that as an actor.
Also, it just helps with knowing your shot sizes as well, you know what I'm saying, and when to deliver like emotions and all of those things, because there's wides, there's close-ups, there's mids, there's all of those things. So sometimes you be performing so much for a wide and then when you get closer, you know what I'm saying? That's why you need to be closer to DOP so that you know what I'm saying, where the shots is at, you know what I'm saying? Are we close up or what are we doing? You know, that helps also as an actor because I feel like people don't really look at those things because I feel like people don't even ask the type of shots that are being made, you know, because I feel like those things help as an actor. You know, you need to know everything that's happening in the room, you know what I'm saying? What shot are we doing so that you know, okay, I can't move too much because it's a close-up. You know what I'm saying? So being close to the DOP is very, very important.
Very, very important. You said something so important, I think, saying when it's close to you, you can't do too much. I will never forget my first experience. So as an actor, my background is in theater. I grew up doing theater and musicals since I was a child. And the first time I did a proper film production, and it was in a show called Cheddar, shout out to Richard. And the first scene we shot was actually going to be the last scene in terms of like, so I was there and I'm digging out of my theater bag, like doing the absolute most, and the director just said, that was good. Let's like put it out a little bit more. And I said, oh yes, the camera really catches every single thing. Oh my goodness. Let us know a little bit about what you're looking for in terms of scripts and projects, and what kind of projects do you want to work in?
Like the one thing for me is like I like working with things that's gonna do something for me. I love the challenge. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like these roles that you know that have been there before. You know what I'm saying? A story that was told before, or like yes, you know what I'm saying. But at least if it's told like Fatal Seduction, Fatal Seduction is an adaptation.
Ooh, let's talk about Fatal Seduction.
Fatal Seduction is an adaptation of a Mexican series. You know what I'm saying?
That when I watched it. Yes.
With those, it's the way it's written. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the one thing that took me with the show. Was that I knew that it's a Mexican show, but the way that we wrote it, also the people that are in the show as well. Because you need to be in a show with people that you have a relationship with, even if you don't know them. You know, the moment that you guys see each other needs to be a spark. You know what I'm saying? That's when you know that you like sex. Because the environment needs to be good. You know? So it's the script, it's the environment, it's the people that you're shooting with, and just everything about it.
I love that. Yeah. If you don't know what we're talking about the most seductive Netflix original series starring Chris. I mean, the opening scene in and of itself was wow. I'm not going to spoil it for you, so just make sure you go and watch it because that was incredible.
And I tell you that we didn't know that the intro is going to be like that.
I don't think that if you would have told me, you probably would have been like, what? That's probably good they didn't tell you.
We didn't know that the show is going to start like that. We thought that it's just going to go straight into, because how we shot it was, it starts with the scene in Nandy's house with all the police and all of that. That's how we thought it's going to start. But then it just, like, we were shocked. Like, oh, okay, this is where we are. You know?
I thought you were going to start on the fatal part, but you started on the seduction.
Yes, totally.
That's what drew people in, I have to say. Now, you've done 2 Netflix productions. Original series, one of them being Jiva. How else would I say Jiva? Actually, that was the first time I watched you, and you were killing the dance moves. So I think those were two different characters that you played in Jiva and Fatal Seduction. When I saw you in Fatal Seduction, I was like, oh yeah, he got range. Yeah, I can see it now. What was it like working with Netflix on 2 projects that were completely different in terms of the genre, the pace, even the storytelling in of itself?
Listen, the one thing with Netflix is that everything about them is such quality, you know, and it's beautiful as well. It's like the way they handle things, you know, from production to the people from Netflix.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They check it. Like even when we were shooting Fatal Seduction, some of the members of Netflix from Amsterdam were there coming to see how we were shooting.
That's amazing.
And I think they were promoting animals, I think, around the time. So they came through to our set. You know what I'm saying? I think the difference between the two is that Jiva for me was like my first on studio role. So it was very stressful and nerve-wracking, but I think just the directors and producers and just how everyone was handling everything made me comfortable. You know, and just to change around and actually perform, you know what I'm saying? Now Jacob, oh my God, that was one hell of a ride. I'll tell you that was like an up and down of emotions. Also, it was draining. I won't lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Getting home and trying to de-character. You know what I'm saying? And just to let go of everything that you were doing on the day. It's hard. I won't lie to you, especially playing a character like that. That's why in America, even these things happen where like they go to therapists after the show because of those type of things, because you're so in the character that.
So you would say you're a method actor?
No.
No, okay.
I'm not a method.
You know, because that's like 3 months of not being yourself.
6 months. Imagine you have a whole half a year of being that person on set and off set. I feel like you lose your mind. You definitely lose your mind. So that's why I'm not a method actor. But when I get to set, as soon as we are out to roll, that's when I'm into character. Yeah. So I can bounce out of character and into character.
Okay, that's amazing. So we have the Dance Masterclass.
Yes.
And I'm super, super excited for that. Shout out to Choice Studios, by the way. You're going to be working with them. It's going to be incredible. I wanted to know, as a dancer, and then you're acting, how did that work? Because you know, like when you're filming something, you do different takes, you do different angles. Isn't that incredibly exhausting if you have to keep dancing? It's exhausting enough to have to repeat your lines.
No, totally. I think with the dancing is that I was prepared before getting it. I will not lie to you. I was a professional dancer, with under HOV, which is Michelle Jenica's studio, or production, I would say studio. So we used to do things like idols, essay, and award shows where we do like, so there would be like 10 contestants for their showstopper. So we would do all of those songs in a space of an hour. You know what I'm saying? So back to back, there's no break. So I think having all of that experience prepared me to get into Jive Energy. But I mean, it was tiring. I won't lie to you. Because you'll get wide, but they didn't get the shot that they wanted. So they would do it probably 3 times before they get to the close-up. And then after that, you still have to do the lines and still go back.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it was very challenging, but I think I was prepared for it.
That's very nice. I like that so much. Now, what are you most excited to take away from Uganda and your experience here? From the film talk to the dance class, I think you're really showcasing your incredible talents. And I thank you for that, by the way, sharing that with us. What do you think you would like for us to take away from this experience with you in Uganda and learning from them?
I think it would just have to be, man, just the information. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't hold a lot of information. I'm saying, but I get what I can. And also, whatever you can take from it, please take it. My energy is always on top. You know what I'm saying? So bounce off that, you know, and I think we're just gonna have a good time. You know, we're definitely gonna have a good time.
Now, I wanted to ask you one more question. In terms of becoming an actor, how did you get into that space? And then, obviously, now with Jiva bringing together your acting bag, your dancing bag, that must have been incredible for you. But how did you start that journey of getting into acting, or what piqued your interest?
You know, the backstory is, so back at home, so I'm from PE, well, they call it Korea now. Before I moved to Joburg, I used to be part of a group called PE's Junior Kings group. So back in the day, we used to do productions, well, you know, like it's like Broadway, you know, so we used to do all of those things where we lip sync, you know, the words and all of those things. So we were acting, but we didn't know that we were going to come to what it is now. So I think God was just prepping me at that point, and it was part of my story. So when I actually got to Joburg, and I started, well, my first gig in Joburg was with Uche Descendant. So she was one of the choreographers for Jaya. So they were doing auditions. Well, they tried to find actors that could dance or dancers that could act. So she actually called me. She was like, "Yo, you have an acting background, right?" I'm like, I won't call it acting background, but you know what I'm saying? It's something. You know, it's something. So she called me up and they told me that they were looking for me. So we did the auditions. I didn't get that. I didn't get the role first. They told me that they found someone else. And then the following year, I think it was Jan 15th of Jan, they called me up to say, "Yo, actually the client has come back and then they like to have you for the role." So what they did to prepare me is that to do acting classes. They have like acting coaches to come ahead. And listen, from there it was just, you know, it was just
the first person you called when you got that?
My mother.
I did.
My mother.
Yes.
My mother.
Mama, I made it.
Yeah. You know, because we did the auditions at my grandmother's house, you know, and my mother stays in a different house than my grandmother stays, because I grew up with my grandmother, so every time I'm at home, I always go there. So when that happened, can I just tell you that I did the self-tapes with my grandmother? She was sitting across with my sisters reading the script, you know what I'm saying? So all of those things, it was just, you know, it was just beautiful, man. It's just been a beautiful process, and I'm just glad that it came up to what it is.
I love that. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have any questions about Uganda, about Teo'smedia Hub, about Energy Radio.
Not a question. It's just that I'm excited for the next couple of days. I wish it was longer. Where's Brian?
Oh wait, Blackness and Wine. What have you heard about Blackness and Wine?
Actually, it's my first time actually hearing about the festival.
Yes.
I remember telling B when they were telling me that I'll be hosting the event.
Yeah.
It's Blackness and Wine. So I went to Instagram like, oh, this is actually
wild
one of the biggest events. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very excited for that. You know, the fact that I'm hosting as well, you know, the Chalk Life tent as well. I appreciate you guys for having me out here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just excited for all of those things.
You will not hide from your dance moves.
No, of course not.
Yes. Blackness and Wine is what I call officially. I always call it Blackness and Wine your waist. So we are gonna go. You are gonna show us the dance moves, and we're gonna have a great time. So make sure y'all come through.
Yeah, totally.
And Chalk Life tent. It's gonna be such a blast.
Totally.
Prince Priest is gonna be there. Sheila Gashuba, myself. It's gonna be a party like no other. Thank you so much for having this with us, for spending the weekend with us. And we can absolutely not wait. Personally, I can't wait to learn from you and see what we can just exchange in terms of growing in this industry, and just, you know, good energy and good vibes.
Thank you for having me. This is so beautiful. And I was saying that we were doing the radio interview that at home, I don't really get this much love because I think that there's so many of us there. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many, everyone together, you know, because it's children at the end of the day. It's like LA, you know what I'm saying? So, like coming here and like literally changed my perspective of life, you know, and just to receive so much love is so beautiful, man, you know, and I'm so glad that you guys are here, and you know, it's beautiful.
Thank you. It shows the impact that you've had, and it's only going to affect us.
All right, cool.
Thank you guys. Thanks for coming.
I've seen you put on so many caps. You're a dancer,
Yes.
a filmmaker, and next year, 2024, we have world champions, world dance champions. That's happening in Paris.
Yes.
I don't know whether you affiliate to dance sport or you do go on a future
Yes.
for the world championship.
Like one thing I'll tell you, like with competitions as a dancer, like I moved from being a competition dancer to a show dancer. I've done a lot of competitions as a young kid, and I put myself out of that because I felt like it was not really who I am. You know what I'm saying? I love being on stage. I love showmanship. You know what I'm saying? I love seeing people. I love cameras. I love all of those things. So it don't miss me. Sorry, it don't totally miss me. You know what I'm saying? But in competitions, I love competition. I'll definitely watch. But entering, no. Yeah.
No, we're on Netflix now.
Hey,
Do you know any dancers around in Uganda? Have
Sorry?
you come across any dancers around Uganda?
Yes, I met last night. I just forgot his name, but he's gonna be at the class. Yes, we're gonna be hosting the class together.
Okay.
Yeah, he was with me last night. Yeah.
Yeah, we have the Triple Ghetto Kids. Have you come to close to the name?
Sorry, say that again.
Triple Ghetto Kids.
No.
You haven't.
I haven't.
The Ghetto Kids, they're a Ugandan dance group of young kids that basically came out of the ghetto, the slums, and they were dancing and they went viral, and they are just blowing up now. So they went to Britain's Got Talent.
That's dope.
They performed. Just recently, they were at the Cafe in Morocco, at the Cafe Words. So they're really blowing up and like making a name for themselves.
Are they here? Are they here?
I think they're in Morocco.
I would love to meet them.
Yeah.